Hey people, Duncan here. Let's talk political truth. So first and foremost, do you know what happens when you take 11.5 million illegals and throw them behind walls of sanctuary? Do you know what happens when you add another 10 to 12 million so-called refugees and throw them behind those same walls of sanctuary? Do you know what happens when you start filling up these cities of sanctuary with people like Antifa, domestic terror groups, with people like Black Lives Matters, a known racist group, and these people and these groups start tearing up and creating sanctuary in over 300 different spots in this country? Do you know what happens? So let me explain to you what happens. You get the socialists, part of the Democratic Party. They fight to tear down your capitalism. They fight to tear down your dollar. They fight to tear down what it's worth. The idea that you should work for a living. The idea that you should earn something that you really want. Or dream to have something and work hard to achieve it. Next, you have the Islamics who are tearing down In God You Trust. In God We Trust. You get the Islamics who are tearing down Christianity and creating Sharia zones all over this country, where it's illegal to hand out a Bible, where people are actually going to jail for preaching Christianity inside our own cities. These same Islamics are getting into our school system. They're changing the school education. They're teaching Islam inside our schools through curriculum. They're running into local offices and changing our laws to install their Islam all over these 300 plus cities of sanctuary. Next thing you know, you have these same people who then start fighting with the Black Lives Matters group, screaming F white people and kill cops. These are the same group of people tearing down monuments in the name of slavery. That hasn't happened in 150 plus years in America. All of which time the majority of these Black Lives Matters groups happen to belong to the Nation of, or the Brotherhood of Islam. The Brotherhood of Islam currently has 11.5 million or more slaves in places like Africa and Pakistan today. Yet they tear down monuments that represent slavery of over 150 years ago. They build mosques inside these same cities of sanctuary and they start recruiting more Americans. They tear down our monuments not to get to slavery. Slavery is the way that gets them in the door. It puts a foot in the door. It allows them to go after the forefathers. The forefathers who signed the Declaration of Independence, who signed the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. Suddenly they delegitimize the same things that created our laws. Before you know it, they've took down your history, they've subverted your youth, they've tore apart your faith, and they've ripped apart and delegitimized your laws and your president that represents the American people. So when the American people decide I've had enough and we start talking about civil war, we start talking about standing up and getting our cities and our states and our country back, what happens? These same left-wing liberals, they go after our gun rights, the same rights that protect us from invading armies and corrupt governments. They go after our rights to protect ourselves from the same individuals they import here. They create the poverty by sending our jobs elsewhere. They create the need for drugs, for violence, for crime, because it is very profitable. And these are the same things that fund criminal organizations. These are the same illegal weapons coming from over their open borders that arm the gangs, that arm the criminal organizations. All of which time the deep state, big name politicians hide behind these walls of sanctuary, taking apart our rights one by one until eventually we have no rights left. Until eventually they're the ones with all the guns. Till eventually they have no love for this country, for our rights, or anything of that sort. That's what's happening here. That's the truth. If you can't see it, you need to wake up, America, because America is under attack. America is on the verge of being lost. We are being under attack by over 300 cities of sanctuary, and now there are states becoming sanctuary, pumping anti-Americanism in every back door of America. If you can't see that, you need to wake up. If you do see it, you want to spread the message and you want to open people's eyes, please share my voice, share my channel, share my videos, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that box, hit that bell for more notifications, and hit that box if you have some comments. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and wake up, America. God bless America. Peace. Duncan out.